Okay, we're gonna do something a little unconventional and just talk about something that I enjoy without me spending months working on a script. So, Yozakura Family is a fairly new series that has been running in Jump, and not a lot of attention has been given to it, which I think is really unfortunate because I enjoy it a lot and it speaks to a lot of the very specific things that I come to value in series. So first we're gonna get into just the basic premise and unique appeal of the series. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the reasons its reputation is not fantastic, because there's a take that I really need to talk about regarding this and Spy X Family, but we're just going to talk about the series itself first. So Yozakura Family follows Asano, who due to a car accident that happened in his past has developed a social anxiety. He understands that because of the fragility of life, any connection he could make is also a connection he could lose. So even though he wants to make new connections, he has prevented himself from reaching out because he is afraid. However, his friend Mutsumi has continued to stay by his side because she cares deeply about what he's going through. And he values this connection a lot. He values that she has stayed by his side in spite of the fact that he's kind of this, quirky weirdo who doesn't reach out to people. However, Mutsumi is actually part of a family of spies, and her older brother, who is actually their teacher, is incredibly overprotective of her. And he decides that he doesn't want Asano to be a part of her life anymore because he doesn't trust him. So, he tries to dispose of Asano until the rest of Mutsumi's family comes to rescue him, and they propose a plan for Asano to marry Mutsumi so that he will not be killed, because there is an ironclad rule in the family that family does not kill family. However, Mutsumi doesn't want to do that because she's being considerate of Asano's feelings. She doesn't want him to be forced into a marriage, and the biggest reason is because, of the tragedy of his past, of how he is haunted by the idea of losing connections. When her brother proposes a different idea, that Asano lives, but she doesn't get to have a normal life anymore. She doesn't get to go to school, she doesn't get to leave the house, she doesn't get to be a normal person anymore. That is when Asano decides to marry Mutsumi. He decides to protect her feelings and her life in the way that she has gone so far out of her way to be there for him. Right out the gate, what I love is, first of all, they don't drag out the will they won't they for the entire series, which is something way too many series do. They just immediately get together. Marriage is obviously skipping a couple steps, but I think what makes it work is these characters are shown to be incredibly supportive of each other. They do want to get married. This is not just, these circumstances have been forced on them. As addressed in, chapter 2, where Asano feels like maybe maybe they were forced into this, but it is shown that they really do care about each other. They do want to get married. They are shown to be incredibly supportive and considerate of what the other person wants. That core dynamic of Mutsumi and Asano just being incredibly endearing, quirky characters who care about each other and are in a relationship, and that pushes their development in interesting ways, is already a really strong appeal for the series. Now, Yozakura Family is also full of an ensemble cast of some very interesting characters, all with these very unique designs, very quirky personalities, and on the whole, it just means that there are tons of characters that the cast is constantly bouncing off of that bring out these unique, funny engagements that you get to see with them. And I just love that every chapter can feel like you're interacting with a new, fresh personality, and I just really love it. Now I just want to take the remainder of time to talk about a little bit of a take that I saw just once, not going to call out who, regarding the idea that Yozakura Family is a less interesting version of Spy X Family. And this is the most broke take I have ever heard. I have read both of these series. Spy X Family is one of my favorite manga right now. Yozakura Family also has the potential to be up there, but we'll see. So first of all, the major conflict of both Spy X Family and Yozakura Family is very different. Spy X Family is primarily about the internal struggles that the characters are dealing with. Spy X Family is all about sort of these masks that the characters wear. It's in the title, Spy X Family. The, secret lives that these characters live, the secrets that they hold are keeping them from being part of a family that they really want, which is why there's like an X in the middle. It's also a Hunter x Hunter reference, but whatever. But with Yozakura Family, that's not the case. There are no secrets between any of the members of the Yozakura family. Their secrets are revealed right away, and instead, it's not about these characters eventually coming to confess their secrets so that they can become closer as people. These characters are already incredibly close. They are family. He is marrying into this family. So instead of focusing on internal struggles in Yozakura Family, it instead focuses on more external struggles, where the characters are constantly battling against people who are trying to take down the family, which is just very different than Spy X Family. You know, there are external threats in Spy X Family, but they're not the primary focus. The primary focus is these characters living secret lives that are, you know, hiding, you know, bottling up their true feelings, and how that is preventing them from having the family that they all deep down really want. Their primary core conflicts are very different. Now, I can understand why some people would compare them, but I think that the reasons for comparison are just very stupid. I don't know. Okay, my brain died. Whatever, go fucking read it.